What's up, y'all? It's your girl Stacey the Intuitive, back with another video, and today I just wanted to come and talk. I just filmed another video a little bit ago and I kind of brought this up there, but this is one of my talking videos, so sit down and relax, y'all. We're just about to get some thoughts out. Hopefully this will help someone. But just a moment ago, I found myself just absolutely overwhelmed. I've been very self-focused, very much in my solitude, very much in hermit mode for honestly as long as I can remember. Yes, I've been like interacting with others and things, but for the most part, my focus has been the self. Even if I've engaged in like relationships, even if I've, been out with friends and stuff, like I've been pretty much self-focused in that my biggest focus has been going within, learning more about myself, doing for myself. I've been trying to build up my own life, whatever. And honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys, it's been driving me mad. And I didn't realize, but I feel like I got so obsessed with just myself, honestly. But it's not in the way that you think. It's not like, oh my God, I'm so self-obsessed. It's like I got so obsessed with doing like self-work, with like looking within, like, just knowing everything about my path. And I've just come to this place where that feels so like suffocating. I'm at a point where I'm like, I cannot focus on myself any longer. I need to like focus on other people. And I feel like even so, like in my own life, it's been that like, even if I focus on other people, even if I focus on like the relationships in my life, that also has such a heavy self-focus that it's like I'm not even feeling like dealing with those energies. Like I just want to be like in this place of just putting out energy for other people at this point, which is so crazy. And I think it's weird also because I also have this thing with I think that I've always been kind of, in the past, I followed along with like kind of like the people pleaser. Excuse me, I don't know why I keep burping in videos. I had a Coke, sorry y'all. But I used to follow kind of along with the people pleasing tendencies, but I've never really truly been like focused on other people, I don't think, for the most part. I'm just thinking about it right now. I've always been pretty self-focused, but I'm just like, I need to get some like external focus. Like I need to focus on selflessness, doing things solely for other people. And if any of you would fall into that line of light workers or whatever you want to call it, you might be feeling this time too, which is why I wanted to make this video. One of my favorite YouTubers, Queen Cup, she often talks about, her name is Destiny. She often talks about like light worker, dark worker energy, and light worker energy is kind of like that energy that of service that you do for others. Dark worker energy is kind of that energy of internal work, internal focus, and I've been very much in dark worker energy, and dark worker energy is starting to suffocate me. Legitimately, it's like I need to step into this energy of doing things in service for generosity, and because I'm just so tired of dealing with myself. And it's not in the way that you think. It's crazy to even hear myself say this, but like it's not in the way that it's like, oh my God, I dislike myself. I absolutely love myself, absolutely, which is why I've spent so much time in dark worker energy. But I absolutely am just like, I do not want to think about myself for another moment right now. And I think that's okay. I think that there's this negative stigma around not focusing on yourself. There's this whole thing about being like loving yourself, but we don't talk about how important it is to love others, to like be generous to others, to be selfless. We often look at that as kind of something that is risky, or we look at it as something that's like, oh, don't do that because people are going to take you for granted. But that's only when you're looking for other people to like give something back to you. But I feel like when you're in an energy of doing for others for the purpose of kind of like fulfilling like your purpose or whatever, there isn't that. If you already do like this inner work, if you have a stable basis of like doing for yourself, it's like if you don't balance that out with generosity and selflessness, like I said, I feel like I was just about to go mad a second ago. I was like, I think I'm on the verge of a breakdown right now. And it's for like the reasons that you wouldn't think. It's just like things are going fine in my life, and it's getting to a point where it's like, okay, if I keep pushing the envelope instead of just letting things flow, then things are going to get ugly. It's like I'm at a point where it's like total surrender. There's nothing I can do. There's not much more introspection that I can like force. Like obviously I'm gonna continue to be in my dark worker energy, but I cannot be solely in dark worker energy because it's at a point where it's like it's overwhelming. Like I have no balance as it relates to my selfishness and my selflessness. And I think that both are super important. There's totally a time and place and energy where you just need to be totally self-focused. And there's also a time and place and energy where you need to be totally externally focused. I think that also in doing this YouTube, it was interesting because I would feel myself like ebbing and flowing with this in the sense that sometimes I'd feel really inspired, sometimes I wouldn't. But the thing was, I was doing the videos to fuel my own inspiration instead of to be generous and give this to the people, you know, to put whatever I can out there. And I think that that's why I kind of had that energy. I think that when you're doing it in service, there's kind of like this discipline required and this like this vow that you kind of make to be of service rather than it being like, oh, I'm doing this for myself. So I find myself kind of in this place where I'm better understanding that, because I've always wondered like, why don't I feel like guided to like just be in this creative energy all the time? But I think that there is a place where creativity meets generosity and service, especially if you fall into like the humanitarian type energy or whatever. Like, you know, if a person is a humanitarian, they want to do things to serve others, to serve the good of the whole. There is this need for selflessness and not this need to do it performatively. It's so interesting that I'm saying that because I had this like message one morning when I was waking up like deeply in the theta state or whatever, and it was like chaos that can't be solved performatively. And as I just said that word performatively, it made total sense because I was starting to feel like I was in chaos, like internal chaos, and it can't be solved like performatively, like me being like, oh, I'm gonna do a video like even just performatively in the sense that like, oh, I'm doing something creatively, or even to just feel like, I don't know, I just need to do it for service. Like whatever. I don't know where I was going with that. You guys kind of get the gist. I sort of get it, but I don't have like that total message, so I don't want to put it out there. But yeah, I'm just gonna title this something like message for fellow light workers or whatever, because you know, there might be some of you who are coming into this energy as well, and I just want you to know you're not alone. And maybe this might help, like if you have this tendency to be self-focused and very selfish with your energy. And I am pretty selfless too, I think, but it's more so because once again, that's like how I identify. It's not a thing of like, I'm doing this out of service, you know, like, and even if like one person watches, it doesn't matter. Like that's still like the thing that I'm doing, you know. But for now, it's like, okay, I need to do it out of service, because the thing that I would wait to guide me to make videos would be like inspiration. Like, oh, I'm feeling like being creative for me. You know, I want to feel that creative feeling instead of like, oh no, this is like, I need to do this. Like, you know, like it's my duty, you know, as like a divine being on this earth. Hopefully that makes sense to someone. I'm just coming here and like rambling my thoughts a little bit because I feel like I just needed to get my focus off myself. And even though I'm kind of focused on myself in the way that I'm talking right now, it's like, it's a different focus than me just sitting there like trying to introspect even more. Like I've had enough introspection, guys. Like I don't know if you guys are feeling like this too, but yeah, I'm just so tired of focusing on myself. Like I need a break from myself. And I just never thought I would say that, because like my whole thing in life has been like, you just need to be focused on yourself. You need to be like, you know, like you should be your main priority. I am my main priority, but I guess you need time from yourself too. And I just find that so weird. Like when you come in, I don't know, it's not saying coming out of union with yourself, but I guess you just need time away from being in the depths of yourself. And I'm just trying to come to a better understanding of that. Hopefully I can like make another video in the near future that kind of makes this make a little bit more sense once I've kind of processed this message even more. But this is just coming to me tonight, and I just wanted to talk. I wanted to come on here. I didn't want to be like in the depths of my solitude anymore. And I just wanted to talk about something that like matters to me, you know? So yeah, guys, there's there's a lot of changes coming to me, to this channel, but I do feel good because this is honestly what I've been praying for, like just the ability to put my best foot forward, step into my highest potential and stuff like that. And this is creative, but it's like naturally flowing creativity. It's not like a weird, like you need to be creative. Like it's just like but it's also of service. So it just has like this really beautiful energy to it. It's very calm and chill. But go watch my last reading if you haven't. It's a message from the angels. But yeah, guys, this came out of nowhere for me. I just started feeling like overwhelmed with my own self. But that's so weird because everything needs balance. So obviously I know consciously that if there's this self-focus, there needs to be an external focus in order to balance it out. But I just never truthfully applied that, and I didn't realize how important it was until I was like on the verge of a breakdown, because I've been so self-focused, like so exhausted with my own self. So this is a really nice release. That's why I'm just rambling right now. But yeah, just thank you guys for listening, anybody who listened. I'm really just gonna title this message for Lightworkers, like, and I just saw 11/11 as I said that. So yeah, I hope you guys had a good 11/11 too, because that was a big day for me. I'm just gonna get on here and just like allow myself to do this, because I feel like you would never think that this is possible, but imagine like pouring into yourself, pouring into yourself, pouring into yourself, and then you are overflowing. And you would think that that's good, but it's like, it's to the point where it's like, it's getting backed up. It doesn't have anywhere to go anymore, and that's how I was starting to feel. So I'm like, I can't deal with this like backing up. Like I've had enough of my own stuff, and I think that even this like probably limits me from like whatever new can come in if I'm like backed up, energetically, internally. So yeah, you might be feeling this too, fellow light workers, guys. If you have been in dark worker energy, it's time to just step into service for the purpose of stepping into service, of releasing some of this energy that you've gotten in your dark worker energy. You need to just bring forth that energy of generosity with your own energy. And I have also had this weird connotation about generosity, that it's like about what you can give, maybe like monetarily, physically, but no, it's literally like you can give your energy in service. And I think that's what I've been needing to do, is just give my energy in service, like just put my energy out there, because my own internal being, she's like, girl, I didn't have enough. Can you like find something else too? Like, yeah, guys, I'm just, wow. I feel better though. I was so overwhelmed just a second ago. It feels good to just put this out here, right? Like, this is exactly what it's for. In a way, it's in service to me, but it's also in service to you. This one is more like kind of like it benefits both of us. But because I get to like let my thoughts out. But the video that I just did was a reading, and it felt good because I was just purely like for the collective, you know what I mean? So yeah, guys, that's the tea. I hope that you enjoyed this. I'm gonna go try to chill. I might even have to make another video because I've just had enough of myself. But obviously I love myself. It's very kind of like playful when I'm saying that, very loosely, like a very loose statement. It's not like a, oh my god, but it's just like, yeah, I'm backed up energetically within my own self. So I'm even gonna stop doing readings for myself, because I've had enough. Like, if I'm gonna do readings, it's gonna be for other people, So yeah, guys, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.